G'day all, my name's Sam and I'd like to share with you my design and plans for this children's slide. You can see my daughter using it before I put a finish on. The slide can be used indoors or out, of course depending on what materials you use and the finish you choose. It shouldn't cost too much more than about $30 or $40. I use mostly scrap, so it cost me a fair bit less, probably only $10. And you'll see here why I do recommend finishing it quite well, as my daughter's showing off her first band-aid caused by her father, no less. So I patched it up and finished it. I just used a water-based undercoat and varnish and just making it indoor ready. The slope is at 30 degrees, which initially I made it at 45, and I found that that was just way too fast for my daughter. So I did just cut off the legs a tiny bit, just lowering it. The materials used are 35 by 90 structural pine and 19mm MDF. You can see here my daughter just double checking that it's safe for it to go by chucking a bear and a koala down there. It is, so it's fine. And so on the topic of materials used, probably used about 40 75mm screws. So 75mm screws, I used 40 of them. And the cut list is coming up shortly, and it's just a really simple one. It's only 9 pieces. It shouldn't take you really any longer than about 2 or 3 hours to cut it out and screw it all together if you've got all the material. The things that I would recommend using, the tools that I recommend using are a power drill and a circular saw. If you've got something better than a circular saw, by all means use it. The stairs are at 15cm graduation, so 15, 30 and 45. It's pretty simple to do. And in terms of improvements, I would recommend is those pylons that I've got, they're the handrails of sorts. I've seen other designs before where you cut out big holes into them, so it's sort of a bit more easier for your kid to grip onto them. And just making a better handrail system in general is what I would recommend you do, just because those are really simple handrails that I put on there, and it shows because she slipped off a couple of times knocking her head. The other thing which is missing from this, and you'll find after you make it and you go, Sam, why'd you recommend this, is there's nowhere for the kid to actually stand at the top of the slide, making it pretty difficult for them to actually get onto the slide. They learn, of course, so it's not really a huge issue, but it would be a lot easier if they had that. Really, other than that, that's pretty much the crux of it. You can see here in SketchUp everything's millimeter perfect, but to be absolutely honest, I didn't make it millimeter perfect. It's not square, flush, or level in my actual slide, because it's just all off-cut kind of stuff, and I found that with kids, it's not really about all that. It's about the fun factor. Of course, your wife might disagree and say, why are you bringing in this garbage into my house? But you just got to make sure you make it better than garbage. And yeah, in terms of toys that I've made for my daughter, this is easily her favourite, I'd say. She uses it every day. And compared to some of the other stuff, I mean, takes a few hours. It's not really a huge time investment to it. So hopefully this will inspire you a little bit, show you that it's not that difficult to make, giving you all the cut list, giving you the dimensions and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully it inspires you to make a really great toy for your child, and hopefully your children bear going down at the speed of light. Awesome. Hopefully your child's going to enjoy it as much as my daughter does. I'm sure my son's going to enjoy it as much as my daughter. And any questions, comments, please leave them below and I'll endeavour to get back to you as soon as possible. And thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.